morning, good afternoon. It's almost lunchtime. What's going on, AAA family? It's your boy, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Checking in, ready to talk some Alabama fall camp football. Let's do another digest from the scrimmage, talk about some projections of a future Alabama football based off of some of the sightings and some of the reports from the spring scrimmage. So as you come in, make sure you drop a like button. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. That you're here, ready to talk some Bama football, man. I'm excited to see y'all. As always, we're always excited. Let me give y'all a few minutes to get in here so we can let everybody get a chance to drop their comments, man. Talking Bama football live here on the Coach Smook Network. I wanted to sit outside and do it. It's a little heat out here, a little hot out here, but we want to get some fresh air. Didn't really give ourselves a chance to rest last night, man. We just had so much we was digesting from the scrimmage. I had some time to sit back and go back over some thoughts and some memories of what happened yesterday during our time there, and ready to talk about it and dive into it and really just get some real projections without giving everything away. I think we've been doing a great job of coverage. What's going on, y'all? What's up, Flossie? Yeah, I seen the news, man. Oh no, what you mean? Oh no. Well, I got the news. What up, Bama Mac? Good to see everybody, bro. What you mean? Oh no. Riding by. It's a lot of traffic down here today. So y'all stick around, man. As everybody kind of come in, run the comments up. Roll Tide, Mary J. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Start opening the floor for conversation here in a minute. Give everybody a chance to pull up. What's up, man? Y'all continue to drop some comments in the chat. Remember, we want to just start chatting, speak to everybody, roll tide to everybody. I ain't the only one here. Bama back in here. We got Flossy Sports in here. It's 8 viewers. We got 4 likes on the stream. Continue running the likes up. Continue to share the stream. Start the conversation at like 10, 15 viewers. Let's see. Shouldn't be much longer. We don't use about the 3-minute mark. These notifications go out differently when you go from a mobile live and StreamYard. StreamYard take like 25 minutes to send out a notification. So it's kind of crazy. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, man. Roll Tide. Good to see everybody. Make sure y'all tap that thumbs up button. That video, the live call in show from last night. People are enjoying that type of interactive content, so I can't wait to kick off. We're gonna get our new show. Well, we're gonna get an old show that we used to do. Just gonna change the name on it, where we kind of bring like a roundtable personnel of fan base fan base representation from each SEC school. I done found some quality guys that are supporters of that team, but can talk football with some unbiased touch and some flair. Not all that repeating each other and all that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have game segments. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Like a real legit setting, man. It's gonna be fun. So y'all stick around for that. But as y'all come in, come on, hit the like button. We got 11 people in the chat. Let's go ahead and start talking. So the main question everybody wants to know, the injuries. Let's talk injuries. I want to talk injuries. So yesterday, like I said, I think I've been very, very I've acknowledged a lot of times, probably for the past week since we've been in pads, whether it was shells or full pads. I've kind of acknowledged how this staff was highlighting that everybody's been taking care of everybody for the most part. Lashia Brooks, non-contact injury, and then the AK Deer injury. I know you won't be able to see the footage, but you can tell like it wasn't one of them things where somebody was like doing too much. He just got rolled up on, and making a play, and so being physical. But the good thing is, unofficially, doesn't seem to be any serious tears or any. It it seems to be something around the ankle. Same injury he had previously. but nothing official yet. The X-rays look, the evaluations thus far. I won't say X-rays because I can't confirm if he had X-rays or not. But thus far, evaluations look promising for a not so extended this absence. So, and with any injuries that could have the potential to look serious, um, especially during fall camp, you want to get those guys back to closest to 100% because we know you never truly get back to 100% once the season starts. So I think with that for both AK Deer and EJ Crowell, who's been kind of working his way back to 100% since camp kicked off, uh, that's going to be important to keep those guys right there in those therapy sessions, in those recovery rooms, doing their treatments. Staying in the weight room, staying in the not recovery, staying in physical therapy, all of that stuff to get on point. And then just another level of intentionality in the film room because the mental reps have to count for something. AK Deer has a little bit of an edge, showing being that he has that year of experience, being able to run practice, he's seen some game time. So it's not going to affect him as much as it is EJ. And with EJ being a true freshman and the running back room looking the way that it is, rotational wise, he has time to really just focus on being healthy. I feel like if you're going to play EJ at any point in the season, it's either going to be mop up or a design play call that you're comfortable with him running, meaning nothing crazy for him to overthink, right? So he can be efficient. Good seeing you, big dog. It's been a while. I think this is going to be a special year for Bama. Let everyone keep sleeping on them. Facts. Dwayne, good to see you, man. Good to see you. I haven't seen the name in the chat in a minute. Good to see you. Make sure you think about becoming a member, bro. If you ain't been around here, I ain't gonna throw no shade today. I'm done being petty for the week. But if you ain't been in the members only's lives, you've been missing out. I'm just being straight up. I love how I love how Twitter, the haters on Twitter, they get mad because oh man, it's funny. It's just funny. It's just funny. And then they'll get it. They'll say something crazy and racist about you, right? Retweet it. We quote you and be looking for you to respond. And then they'll jump in your comments and your tweets and be asking like, "What's the deal on such and such?" Right? All right. So, and I'm just chilling this morning, y'all. I had a crazy. I told y'all yesterday that sun drained my body sitting in that stadium. That sun drained my body. Um. So AK, EJ, Latier Brooks, like you said, I don't think his injury is one of them things where we got to be worried. Um, when you have guys like AK, like Latier Brooks, you can really focus on getting those guys healthy because you got a good idea what you're gonna get from them. Um, let me see. On the defensive side, um, I forgot which interior defensive lineman looked like they got dinged up a little bit, but it wasn't. I don't think it was nothing serious. Um, no injuries on the defense. Not even like anybody like getting shook up during practice or anything yesterday. It was a clean practice for the defense for the most part. Um, and that's it for injuries. So in the AK deer, once again, I'm not going to be one of those guys that act like I got some inside scoop or anything unofficially. I'm hearing and I'm being told an ankle thing to watch, an ankle situation to watch. So, um, positive news is that I can confirm initial evaluations do seem a lot. They seem confident in the initial evaluations of everything. And today, with the team being off today and tomorrow, I think this is the perfect time for him to just kind of focus on recovery. Them to give him the best. It gives him the best opportunity to kind of see which way he's going to go from this as far as to get back on the field. Um, and then the thing, the worry might be if this is the same ankle with the same ankle issue. Is this something that we may need to evaluate even further? I think all those things are being considered right now, if that's the case. So we'll have more information before the end of the day. Um, Now let's talk about the scrimmage. Let's get into the scrimmage. Let's start on the defensive side because defense did so good, man. Roll Tide, man. Who that? What's up, Stretch Goble? Roll Tide, man. The defense played to me lights out. Um, Towards the end when the offense was really starting to get settled. It's not like, excuse me, y'all. It's not like the offense is slack or they trash or they just struggling. The defense is just really good. I think we're a lot faster than we were last year as a team defense, especially in the middle of our defense. Luke Metz, Caleb Woodson, QB Reese, Zay Griffin, Abdul Sanders Jr. Um, didn't see Caden Jones get real snaps, but those five linebackers were rotating. I saw a night, and Caleb Woodson didn't play a heavy load, right? I think Luke Metz was one of the mainstays as far as the inside linebacker room. Him and QB Reese, they were one of the heavy load guys. But QB and Xavier Griffin lining up next to each other, that's a sight to see, man. That's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed. Uh, then Caleb Woodson. I mean, this is just fall camp. I'm not gonna put too much stock into it. Appreciate the 15 likes on the stream too. I'm not gonna put too much stock into it, but he bring a little thump, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. He was flying around. You hear the pop when he's making contact. So uh, and is a solid open field tackle, like a technique tackler. Kind of like what we thought we were going to get from what's the man's name? Came from Tennessee, Henry Toa. I feel like that's what we're going to get from Caleb is what we were expecting from Henry Toa. Similar type of playing styles as far as an inside linebacker, know how to get to the ball. Very disruptive, hard to get hands on. Just an athletic guy. Um, yeah, it was the defense as a whole looks faster. Um, Even on the back end, the secondary, the safeties, you see a lot of confidence in what we call like robber or bait techniques, right? What's up, Jordan? Appreciate you. 27 months as a AAA mentor. Well, what we call like robber or bait techniques, where you show a look, and you slowly reveal it as the play transpires. That's what you're seeing in the safety room. Guys comfortable in learning different cues and things, when to gamble and be aggressive, when to play everything honest. Um, the communication is the number one thing that I think is probably the most improved in the secondary as a whole. I think about last year when you had some of those busts in the run game. It wasn't because guys were not going 100%. A lot of times guys just weren't set because of lack of communication. You could see the confusion across the back end a lot of times in those games. So when we think about it, I'm intentionally going to be looking for some breakdowns as far as who's becoming the lead vocal in that safety room. And then on the boundary, the corners and the slot corner at the Husky, those DBs, man, that play up close to the line of scrimmage off the edge, they look real confident this year. Now I will admit this: there were a few rock concepts by our receivers, man. They made our DBs look kind of silly, a few times. But that's what happens when you have good on good. It's not a slight at the DBs because they play lights out for the most part. But yeah, our receivers make them work, And think about it, you got some big body receivers that you got to match up against day in and day out. This defensive back group got a good variety of receivers that they have to match up against day in and day out. So the defensive backs being as fluid and as confident as they are right now, it's no surprise. And then we continue to talk about D-line. I'm not even going to get started on them for real because one, they're going to make it hard for us to truly evaluate. If you're just looking for points, completions, yardage as a direct reflection of how the offensive line and the offense as a whole is coming along, then you won't be satisfied. Like you literally have to go out there and see things continue to stack and build, because our D line, the defensive line, is that good. You can't tell them to slow down and take take their foot off the pedal, right? That's not the mentality you want to breed. Keep them at a peak. Keep them at max RPM every chance they can, because that's what's gonna ultimately help our offensive line. That's what's gonna ultimately help the offense. This D line, I mean, just everybody first step is quick. Everybody's strong. You got big guys that give you pass rush assets, like legit QB pass rush assets from the interior, and you don't get that a lot. So Alabama has like 5 or 6 of those guys on the interior, and then on the edge, you got so many guys. Got so many guys that I didn't know was going to even be playing there. The fact that there's a look for Zay Griffin in certain formations, the true freshman, lets me know that Kane Womack wants to get really, really lightning quick off the edge with some of his exotic packages. So uh, making teams chase, to get a block, then more so just kind of trying to stand everything up, because sometimes you got to go small to get your speed on the field. So that's the defense, man. Special teams, we talk special teams out of Watford. He, to me, should be the punter. He just kind of kicks with a level of confidence. He had like a 4.3 second, 4.4 second hang time ball yesterday. Pretty solid. I'm not going to sit here and act like I had a timer out, but we did notice the family and friends that I was sitting with up at the top. We did notice that his punt ball had a little bit more tighter of a kicker spire, I guess you can call it, and he had control over the direction of the kick, and I think he looked better. I think he only got to kick the ball twice though. I think he only got to kick the ball twice. Asprov, his leg not as strong as I thought it was either. Alex Asprov, his leg not as strong as I thought it was. But yeah, and then kick return, punt return. I told y'all, man, people thought I was tripping when I said Dijon Lee could be that guy. Just like they thought I was tripping when I said he was gonna stay at corner. Yeah. So that's the main breakdown, man. That's how I remember it. Some plays from the scrimmage. You know, I was excited to see a fullback, a formation with a fullback. That was freaking cool. I haven't seen that in a long time. Um, Dime look defense with a 3-man front, 3-2-6. I think it. Yeah, it's very athletic lineup though, because in that lineup y'all can see Bray Hubbard playing a lot of Sting. Not Sting. I keep picking at that dude. Sam, Sam linebacker, walking down in that box, and giving us 7 DBs on the field. Uh, I mean, yeah, that would be 7. Yeah, because he gives a linebacker asset. But then you also got guys like Jira Edwards, who strong safety can play that Sam spot. Xavier Griffin is a young guy that I feel like can get out there and cover really well. Luke, of course, just he checks all the blocks right now for Alabama. Sam linebacker, he checks him. Luke checks him, and then yeah, those guys at Sam. Other guys, I want them in the middle, moving everybody around. But yeah, y'all, that's the little practice digest. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. I didn't want to make it a long one. We're gonna have another live stream tonight. Open the phone lines. A lot of people have been, texting me, asking me if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just tired. That son beat me up yesterday, so I'm gonna get in here, continue to do some editing. I got a couple projects to do, but I'll catch up with y'all later, man. If not tonight, we'll do our Friday morning. No, we'll do a Saturday morning show tomorrow morning, and we'll get back to talking some more. Oh, before I go, this is what I want to say. Before I go, y'all, don't go nowhere yet. This is what I want to say, but the future of what Alabama practices are going to look like, with AK there being sideline, with EJ being sideline, with Latier Brooks being sideline. I think what you're going to see is, and what you're going to hear about, which is why I do the coverage, as it happens. I'm not I'm not trying to chase a narrative. But what I truly believe is about to happen is like we're going to start hearing about Trayshawn Brown and Khalifa Keith, all these guys that's getting more reps, going to have to get reps with the ones to kind of just fill the void while these other guys are getting healthy. And I don't want people to start reading too much into it because one I talked about Khalifa Keith and how physical of a runner he was, how his breakaway speed wasn't top tier, but you can tell that why he earned his 4-star rating coming out of high school. Didn't have any crazy runs against us while he was at Tennessee, but you could tell that the potential is there, and we need a power back. A guy like Keith who kind of is trying to prove himself might be the one that's willing to get behind his pads consistently and just power run if we ever have to get to that. And then the same thing with Trayshawn Brown. Since he's signed to the class, people have always talked about it's a 3-star. We settling. But when I watched this film and I compared him to the likes of like big play makeability like Trent Richardson, but Kenyon Drake type of look. Nobody want to hear me now. That's all everybody talking about. We got a few weeks. And I think the running back rotation is going to be set before then, and it's going to be based off if A.K. Deer is ready by week 1. I think he will be the bell cow. Will get the first few carries, but I think Deer will end up with the most carries. He creates the most consistent, explosive opportunities because of his running style. So that's how I think it's going to be. Offensive line-wise, I like how the freshman was looking. Cooley, Booker, the transfer, Tyrell Miller or Tyler Miller, offensive lineman, he's nice too. Left tackle, play behind Jackson. Yeah. But that's going to be it, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll talk to y'all later. Hey, drop comments in the chat. If you want any answers to anything, we'll create dialogue in this chat on this live stream, even post-live. So I'll do my best to reply. Just make sure you come back and check the live. Make sure you share the stream. Make sure you share this. We want to have some conversation. It's going to almost be like having a message board conversation, but we're just going to do it on YouTube in this